All right. Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me get everyone tagged in the Geeson unit.
I'm trying to get on there. I was having too much fun looking at kitty cats. Here we go.
So remember, I've tagged everyone in both unit groups. The link is in the comments. So you click on the YouTube link, and that will take you to our YouTube channel. And then you're going to see that little circle that says live right there.
Yeah.
The little circle that says live. You're going to click that. That little circle. Sorry. And there you are. And it says open app. You want to go ahead and say leave Facebook, open the app, and then you can see the live chat as well.
Okay. I'm not there. I see you and I. What's going on? Got it.
Okay, so that's how it works if you're just joining us. Let me get out of here now, get my phone back to normal. Let us know when you are logging on. We have a packed night for you tonight. Good, my comment just popped in. All right, hi, Fabi.
Hi, Fabi. Hope you're feeling better.
Did you say hello, ladies? Is that you, Mom?
That's me.
Okay. Good. All right. Good. Hello, everyone. So welcome to our very first virtual unit meeting of 2026. We are excited to be back and in the groove. This is my first time actually being in my office because when I got home, I was really run down. And then I started feeling better, and then I got hit really hard and fast with strep throat.
But not just strep throat, Heather. You're watering that down. You got hit.
Well, and then on top of that, with one of my autoimmunes, it does not mix well with strep throat, and so I ended up getting all kinds of sores all in my throat and on different places in my mouth. It was absolutely horrible. I have not been able to eat anything other than vanilla milkshakes, cottage cheese, and yogurt, and a little bit of applesauce since New Year's Day. So it's almost a week. But I don't think I've lost any weight, so I'm not quite sure how I'm managing that one. But it has been a really, really hard last 6 days. But I finally was able to see my regular doctor, and I've got some extra strength medicine and a little bit stronger than what I was taking, and we'll be on the mend. But it has been a little bit of a bumpy start to 2026. Can anybody relate? Anybody relate to that one?
We all had a really bad December, and then it just kind of carried over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm drinking my milkshake now because I took all my medicine. So I've almost finished it up, but we're glad to be here. I'm glad to be with you guys. I'm sorry I had to cancel our very first Thursday night party last Thursday night, but that was the day that was absolutely horrible. I was feeling pretty good on New Year's Eve, and our neighbors invited us over. We went over for a little bit. We're home by 9:30. Went to bed. I woke up at 3 a.m. because we have fireworks down here. I know you guys don't have that in Illinois because it's cold, but down here on New Year's Eve, it's warm and everybody's out lighting fireworks. So I woke up at 3 because the dogs got up. Felt perfectly fine. Went back to sleep. Woke up at 5 to go to the rescue and had flaming death in my throat. So it came on that fast in those 2 hours. It was absolutely crazy. So anyways, but we're glad we're here. I'm sorry I had to cancel that. I do not do that lightly. I really hate canceling those Thursday nights, but I felt this one, with it being New Year's Day and the first one, it didn't really affect our groove too much, because once we get that party group rolling, I don't like to put the brakes on for that. So we are ramping that back up. All right, so let's jump in here. Let us know when you're watching. If you have not done this yet, I strongly encourage you. I listened to it today. I had a lot of appointments and driving today, so I put this on and listened to it in my car. It is fantastic, as we would expect nothing less from National Sales Director Emeriti Pam Shaw. She every year just gets better and more vulnerable and more relatable. So it is her 9th annual Facebook breakthrough goal setting session for 2026. It is super easy to find. All you have to do, it's not a group, it's not an event. It is just on her Facebook page. So you just go to Facebook, hit that little magnifying glass, and go to Pamela Waldrop Shaw. Okay, Pamela Waldrop Shaw. And you can watch this. It is about an hour. I think it was about an hour and 20 minutes long. Though the first part, she does have some technical difficulties. And so it's just kind of blank. And then she comes on, you can't hear her, but she gets it all fixed. So I pushed the little thing and started, I think, at 3 minutes in. And I think she had got through all the technical difficulties. I'm going to try to share it into both unit groups. I'm not sure if I can, but I'll give that a shot. But if you don't have another thing to do with Mary Kay ever in your life from this moment forward, watch this, because it is life skills. It is not necessarily Mary Kay skills. It is life skills that she is teaching. And it's absolutely phenomenal. I would gather your kids around. They can watch it. She is very, very active in working out and bodybuilding, really, and all kinds of things. So it's not just a Mary Kay thing. Anybody in your family, and I think probably from age 8 years old and up, can sit down and listen to this with her. And so I really encourage you to grab your family, put it up on your TV. You know how you mirror your phone to your TV, put it up there and have your family sit down and watch this and listen to what she has to say, because it is basic life skills and moving forward and designing your life. And that's her whole thing, is design your life. What do you want your life to be? And what are your goals? Like, not just sit back and have another year, but have a new year, is what she said. So if you're like, I do not want to just have another year, I want to have a new year. And for your children too, they all need to watch this. She's absolutely amazing. This Saturday is January Jumpstart. It starts at, where's it at? 11 Central, 12 Eastern. And you did have to sign up for this. You can still sign up for it. I have signed up for it. It's just, I think it's $30 for directors. So it's either 30 for consultants or a little bit less than that. I'm not sure, guys. Maybe 25. But if you go to events.pink, I think, is that where this one is? Hold on. You scan that QR code. Let me see if I can get it to scan on my phone here. It's awfully small. No, that's not going to work. Oh, you know what? I put this in. Hold on. I put this in our unit groups. Hold on. Let me go look this up here real quick. I think I put it in there last week.
Do you know, I don't think it can be, but unless you register, I don't think you can rewatch the replay. I don't even know if you register.
Right. Sure. You have to register.
Okay. But if you do register, can you watch the replay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. If you register, you can watch the replay. Okay, so it is events.ringcentral.com. Okay, events.ringcentral.com. If you go to your unit Facebook group, I posted the link, so you could just click on it on December 28th. So go to either the Stellar Stars or the Geese and Galaxy, scroll down, you'll see December 28th. You'll see this graphic right here, January Jumpstart. And the link is right there where you'll see the link. It says events.ringcentral.com. Click on that and you can register right there. So I would highly encourage you to do that. before your head hits the pillow tonight, because it is put on by the why can't I think of the name? What do they call the Nationals from Gloria? What do they call themselves? I can't think of the name they call themselves. Magic. Thank you. It is put on by the Magic national sales directors that are offsprings of Gloria Mayfield Banks, and their guest speaker is $1 Million Sales Director Tandy Fisher. Tandy is from Rockford, Illinois, and Tandy also always has really good meat and potato teaching. You know, she gives you something to take away and do, which I really appreciate that type of teaching.
And that's her picture right there in that circle.
Yep. Yeah, it's right there. The Magic. Why couldn't I think of that?
Okay. Blonde. And she is right from Rockford, and she is very good.
Yes. And you guys, it's at home. You don't have to get out. You don't have to get dressed. You don't have to travel. You don't have to find babysitters or dog sitters or make dinner for your husband because you're going to be gone. None of that. You get to stay at home, put your jammies on. I like to sit on the couch. I put my earphones in. Hey, Wendy. I put my earphones in. Sean can watch his TV, and I've got it pulled up on my laptop. And, you know, I'm snuggling on the couch with my puppies and getting the absolute best training from the top people in Mary Kay. It does not.
Corinna's on for the first time. She's only.
Oh,
hi, Corey.
Hi, Corey. Hello. So it does not get any better than that, you guys. It does not get any better than that. So register. Go to your unit Facebook group. Scroll down to December 28th. It is all right there for you. The link, and click that link. Register. I think it's $25 or $30. I'm not sure. And then Saturday at 11 Central, noon Eastern, or you can watch the replay if you register. If it does not work for you. But get on your couch, snuggle with your puppies, get some blankets, get your notebook, and start taking notes and learning from the best of Mary Kay. It is absolutely the best way to get training ever, ever, ever. Nobody has to get dressed up. Nobody has to drive anywhere. It is fantastic. All right. And again, if those of you that are just joining us, if you have not gone to get this training, it's absolutely free. It is on Pamela Waldrop Shaw's Facebook page. Okay. I'm going to try to stream it into both unit groups, but I'm not sure if I can. This is the absolute best training right here, completely free for designing your life and setting your goals for 2026. Okay. Another training that's completely free to you is, the taxes and lipsticks. This is in a Facebook group. It was Monday, December 29th, but you can go back and watch the replay. I did.
Because it's free.
It's free.
It's free. So you go back and watch it.
Yep. So if you are a new consultant, or if you're just jump starting your business, this is a really good thing to start right now. That way you'll be really prepared next year at tax time and know it's very simple. The Mary Kay taxes are simple, but it is helped to know it, right? If you have the information, then you know what to track and what to keep track of and what receipts and all that kinds of fun stuff. And Jody Tierneman, the man in the bottom there, he is the teacher. He and his father started this accounting firm for direct sales. They work with all direct sales companies. He is fantastic. He's wonderful. People in this group, this is a Facebook group, Taxes and Lipstick. Okay. And it looks just like this. You just search the group. You can join it. It's real easy. And, people today, because I've been active in the group, so it's popping up in my algorithm today, are asking questions in this group, and he is personally answering them. And he doesn't get paid to do that, but he's personally answering them and helping people. He has the kindest heart, and just a wonderful gentleman
and a lot of patience.
To work with those of us that this is not our gift, right? This is not our gift, but he is a wonderful man, wonderful free resource for you. Okay. Let's talk about our Thursday night parties. So every Thursday night, we do a Mary Kay virtual party in the Girlfriend Hour Facebook group. Make sure that you are in the group. Make sure you go and invite. When you go to the Facebook group, you'll see there's a little gray button that says invite, and you click that button and you can start inviting. I would encourage you to also send maybe a Facebook message to the people you're inviting, because they'll only see it in their notifications on Facebook. And so sometimes it's nice to follow that up with a personal thing, just like you would do if you're inviting somebody to a regular in-person party. right? Maybe you'll send the text, but then you'll follow up and say, hey, I just want to make sure you did see that I've invited you to this really cool group. Every Thursday night, we give away free product. We do a free product drawing for our Sold Queen and our Comment Queen. And we're starting off this year, because I had to cancel last Thursday. Again, so sorry about that. We're starting off this year with Thursday, January 8th is our New Year's resolution party. And we're going to be talking about skin cycling. Now, during each week, I post different funny things in there or some informational things in there. And it's really important that we all comment on that. Ashley always does a good job of that, but consultants, if you can get in there and comment, the more you comment, the more the people you have invited to that group, it's going to show up in their algorithms. That's just how Facebook is like a popularity contest, and all of a sudden it sees, all of a sudden everybody is commenting on these girlfriend hour posts. We're going to start popping this up in front of the people who are already in this group. So I really need you, because our group has been stagnant because of the holidays, I really need everyone's help to get back in that group and start commenting and liking the posts so it starts popping up in other people's algorithms. All right, so that'll be this Thursday. We're going to be going over skin cycling. I did email the new skin cycling. It's been updated, so it has the updated products, the updated retinol. I'm going to have to update it again with the gel mask, but it's been updated as right now. So check your emails. This was sent, I think I did this last week. So it might have it was the last few days of December that this email was sent. It had this part on it, and then it also had myths about about your skin barrier. So it had two little pictures with it.
Talking about on Girlfriend's Hour?
No, this was emailed.
Oh, okay.
This was emailed. So you have this to print it off, put it in your own bathroom, and start skin cycling. If you haven't done that yet, that's going to be your number one homework before tomorrow morning is print this off, put it in your bathroom. I have mine in my bathroom. I use it every single day, and start doing your skin cycling. Oops, wrong way. Okay, then January 15th is going to be Shake Up Your Makeup Bag. And then January 22nd is 7 Tips to Healthy Skin Winter Edition. All right. Corey's not getting your email, she says, Mom.
I sent you one tonight. It's the first one I sent to you was tonight. Did you get that one, Corey? It was a picture of the Boss Babe and the information to print out.
Yeah, it would be this Boss Babe.
I sent that to you individually.
She should get it either way if you send it in the group or individually.
Right.
What's wrong with my light? It's acting funny tonight.
Oh,
okay.
No.
Well, maybe Corey text her your email address and she can double check it, make sure she has it correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so 15th, Shake Up Your Makeup Bag. 22nd, Winter Skin, 7 Tips. January 29th, All Eyes on Hue. That's going to be focusing on our new eye sticks, which, jumping ahead here real quick, which are on our January special deals. Those eye sticks are. So I'm going to be talking about those every party because they're on the January special deals. One of the things I've really found works well is to really sell these products that are on the January special deals, where when your customer purchases $50, they can pick one item at half price, because that gets them to the 50 real fast because they want to get that half price.
Thank you, Gloria. You just sent it to me. And when we get off here tonight, I'm going to send you both the skin cycling and the sheet that Heather just held up. It's a whole pamphlet on being a boss babe. So I'll send you both of those, and I'll make sure you get it.
And then also she'll probably want the football graph, the thing, that chart. That was
last night.
What was that?
We did that last night.
Okay. Well, it was an email too, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then looking ahead into February, Get Your Game Face party is going to be on February 5th, going along with our Super Bowl squares. We're going to talk about that in a minute. And then February 12th is going to be our Sip and Shine Galentine night. And it's going to be a lot of fun for that. So that's looking ahead into February. Our January beauty box is going to be the Skin Barrier Cream. And I know this is 46. I try to keep them around 36, 40, so it's a little bit more, but I just felt like this was the perfect time of year to do the skin barrier cream. I've already sold one. And what I feel like I'm going to do, because I do sell a lot of the January, February beauty boxes because we partner with animal shelters. And I work with a lot of people that donate their time and money and efforts into animal shelters and rescue. And I know what they're going to say to me, like, oh, I don't need it, especially down here in Florida. Oh, I wouldn't use that. Oh, I don't need that. So I'm going to take mine with me, and I'm going to start squirting it on the back of the hands of these ladies when we are at the rescue or wherever we are going, and I'm with them. Say, just try it. Just try it on the back of one of your hands, because that's what sold me. When it first came in, I'm like, I really don't know if I need this for any reason. But when I put it on the back of one of my hands, I thought, I cannot stop feeling this. I don't know what it's doing, but it feels absolutely amazing. So I'm going to encourage you to do that as well. So it's $46 for their skin barrier cream, and $23 will be donated to animal shelters. You can choose which animal shelter or rescue you want to work with. In whatever area. I, of course, will be working with Paws to Care. That's the rescue that I volunteer at and work with almost every single day of my life. So that is the one that I'm going to donate to. But you can pick whatever. Yes, Corey, you can pick whatever.
We spent about over 35 minutes on product knowledge, all on the barrier.
It is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. You can pick whatever animal rescue or shelter you want to work with. But remember, the beauty boxes is also a really great way to network and get new customers and new leads. So maybe reach out to different organizations and say, hey, I'm looking for someone to partner with. This is a service that my Mary Kay unit provides, and I would love to partner with your organization and donate my proceeds. Maybe you can go in for a Saturday afternoon and set up in their lobby and just have a little Mary Kay table there. The possibilities are endless, but this is a great way for you to network. And people really do respond to pets. They really do respond to animals. And so we will do this for January and February. I think that's what we did last year. I'll have to go back and double check, but I know we did it for 2 months. And I don't know if you guys, do you get how the dog is surprised at the little fact next to his head starts reinforcing the skin barrier by 43% in just 3 hours? Yeah. Isn't that funny? I thought it was hilarious, but hopefully everybody else does too. So that's going to be our January beauty box. And then we, of course, our January special deals for our customers. Our lucky 13 for January 2026 is the beautiful Snow Girl earrings. You want to hold those up, Mom?
To you. Aren't they cute?
They are adorable.
They are so cute. You're just going to love to wear these. We got a really, really cute necklace. So I'll let you talk about that too.
Yeah. So the earrings. So you can earn these earrings by placing at least a 300 wholesale order and selling 13 items by January 15th. So that is a week from this Thursday. Okay. So from the 1st to the 15th, sell 13 items, place a 300 wholesale order, and you can win the earrings. And then with it continue, we want you to continue throughout the whole month. So we're giving you a place to track for the first 15 days and then a place to track for the 31st. And then if you place at least a 600 wholesale order by January 31st, you can win the matching necklace to go with that. So focus on the 300 by the 15th. Oh, all right, Corey. Corey wants to get those.
Yep, that goes right along with her winning her all of her free product, because she'll get her do a 600 within our 15 days.
Awesome. Very smart. Very smart. So place a 300 wholesale, sell 13 items by January 15th, get the cute earrings, a complete 600 wholesale. That can be a combination. You have all month to do that by January 31st to get the matching necklace. And that is our lucky 13. All right, let's talk Super Bowl squares. Before we talk Super Bowl squares, I do have to tell you, I have not done the Kate Spade drawing yet, just because I have been so sick since the 1st. But I am going to be in my office tomorrow. We are going to finish up all the entries. We just have a few last ones, just a few last people who ordered the last day of the month, really, to add. And then I will announce the winners tomorrow. Okay, for the Kate Spade. I didn't forget about it. I just have been too sick. And that is not something I want to do when I'm on NyQuil and Benadryl. I want to make sure I have that really good for you guys that I don't miss out on anything.
You can't handle drugs, Corey and Fabi.
I cannot handle drugs. No.
She's real mess with all that stuff.
Yes.
So tell them about when you were doing a interview with a lady and you were high and she told you were high.
Yes. So this was years and years and years ago. And I have learned I cannot take Dayquil. I can take NyQuil and go to bed, but I cannot take Dayquil and function in the world. And I took Dayquil and I met this lady at Olive Garden in Rockford, and she was a consultant. We were trying to plan her new consultant debut and get her first order in. And I could not get 2 words out of my mouth. I could not make a sentence. And I go, Lexus, I am so sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. And she goes, well, did you take something? I said, I took Dayquil. She goes, oh, well, you're high. And well, I've never been high if this is what it is. And she's like, just sit back, eat your salad. Don't worry about it. I could not communicate to save my life. So I've never taken Dayquil again since then. I cannot handle Dayquil. But all right. So I just wanted you to know I did not forget about the Super Bowl square or for those Kate Spade. But now moving on to our Super Bowl squares. So there's 2 ways that we run this contest. One way is consultants, you run it on your own with your own customers, and the prize, which is $25 Mary Kay gift cards, come from you. Okay, so you are completely in charge of running your own Super Bowl squares with your own customers. Then we have our Super Bowl squares as a unit for consultants, and those prizes come from us. Okay, but let's talk about the Super Bowl squares for your customers first. So this Super Bowl squares page was emailed out last week, printed out. I would put it on a glittery poster. I don't have mine done yet. That's also on the list for tomorrow. And for every $10 your customers purchase.
Right here. Because that one we thought was way too small.
Oh, that works.
Okay, so this will work right here.
And so you see that one has the Super Bowl with the $sign after the L.
Oopsie. Yep.
Okay. And then the 1 through 10 on the side. So if you're using this one here, you just have to write that in. But if you have that one, that was from last year, it already is in there. I could not find that one to save my life. So that's why I had to use this one.
Okay.
So there's 100 squares on there. Okay. And each square is $10. So every time you have a customer purchase $10, they get a square. Now, with my customers, I do when they purchase $100, they get 5 extra squares. And I can't tell you how many people I have bump up to 100 to do that.
Right.
And so my goal is I fill out 2, sometimes 3 of these for the month because each one is $1,000 in sales. So each one of these boards is $1,000 in sales. So set your goal and how many boards you want to fill. And you need to be your ESPN Football Central person. I get little footballs. I got a Hobby Lobby and I put them all over my office. I've even put the black charcoal mask under my eyes. And you go live in your customer group all the time with this. Anytime somebody places an order, welcome to Football Central here. We have got 10 squares. I had 2 ladies purchase $100 gift cards. And I told them they could get Super Bowl squares. And so I'm going to go live and say, Janet Butler, you can pick your 10 squares. Now, the first year I did this, I totally made a mistake and I picked the squares for my people. That is a big mistake. They love to pick their squares.
I love that. I mean, they get so into it.
They do. They'll pick like S2 and $10. And so you write their names in the squares. But the key to make this work is that you are the what do they call that, commentator? Like you are the sports announcer for your own Super Bowl squares drawing, and that's what gets people excited. And even if you feel like nobody's paying attention or listening, they are. And this goes into the Super Bowls, which I believe
it's like the end of February, not the beginning, is it?
No, it's February 8th.
Oh, okay, I thought we had a little longer.
No, it goes till February 8th. It goes to the Super Bowl. And then during the Super Bowl, it makes no difference who the teams are or the scores. But during each quarter, you just go live from your, from my office. Actually, what I do is I record 4 drawings. So, and then my friend, because I don't watch it, my friend will text me and say, okay, Heather, first quarter is over. Post your first one. And then she says, okay, second quarter is over. I post the next one. But because I don't pay attention to it, I don't stay up that late, first of all. And but anyways, so you do your drawing. So I have a little bag that has the letters Super Bowl number sign all cut up. So I pull out a letter, let's say it's letter O, and then I go to my second bag and it's got numbers 1 through 10 on little paper cut up, and I pull out 4. So whoever is at 04 is going to be our first winner for quarter 1 for a $25 Mary Kay gift card. And if I have 3 boards filled out, I do that 3 more times for each board. So this works wonders. People get excited about it, but you need to start it now and get in that customer group and start talking about Super Bowl Central and get those squares going with your customers. And I encourage you to fill 1, if not 2. Have $2,000 in sales in February from your Super Bowl squares. All right, now consultants. So this is the drawing that comes from your sales directors, comes from us. So we also have a chart for our consultants placing orders. So with each 100 wholesale order in January, you earn a square on the Super Bowl square. Same thing. You can pick your square for every 100 wholesale. When our unit reaches 10,000 wholesale, that means every square is full. In January, we will have 4 drawings for $25 cash. Okay, 4 drawings for $25 cash. So every 100 wholesale. So don't order 350, order 400 so you get that extra Super Bowl square to get into the drawing. Now, one other thing I do.
It can be cumulative during this time.
It is a cumulative. Let's just say you've got 2.5 done, right? And you didn't get the other, it just didn't come together, didn't get the last one. I still do the drawing, but if the square is empty, then nobody wins it that quarter. Okay. So you can do it that way too. But it still works. It gets people excited. So I would get on this, get them printed, get them in your office, get them in your kitchen. Doesn't have to be in your office. Your kids can be a part of your videos. Make it real. People want to see you and see your real life. Okay, our winning streak club. Oh, I didn't get this updated. Let's come back to this next week.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't get that updated. We'll come back to that next week. Okay.
By the way, Abby and Corey, we have that bag, and I did show it last night. For those of you there, and Wendy's seen it too, that is the bag that we talked about for the street club. So, both Fabby, and I'm sure Wendy is too, Fabby and Corey, you are already on target for this bag. All you have to do this month is place your minimum order of $225 or more. But make sure if you want to be on the Super Bowl, you might want to up that to $300 to get yourself some more squares. Okay, right. But again, your minimum is $225 to win this. And this is not a drawing. Every person wins this because you did a full order in November, a full order in December, and a full order in January. That's how it works.
Yep. I just don't have the names are incorrect. I didn't get it updated. That's my fault. Okay, so now on to the new contest with Mary Kay called Rise and Radiate. And it is a consistency challenge. So if you place 4 months between January and June, so we have 6-month progress here for this Rise and Radiate Consultant Challenge.
This is right from Mary Kay Corporate.
Correct.
I did not talk about this last night. We had so many things to talk about, so I didn't talk about this.
So if during those 6 months, 4 of those months, you place at least a 600 wholesale order, and go to seminar, which I think is in Fort Worth this year, you will receive standing recognition. If you do 600 wholesale 5 of the 6 months, you'll receive a sash. And if you do 600 wholesale 6 of the 6 months and attend seminar, you will receive the quilted crossbody purse that you see right there. Okay. But remember, with your unit, when you place a 600 wholesale order this month in January, you're going to win that matching necklace to go to the Snow Women earrings. Okay, remember that. Okay, looking ahead, Career Conference is March 13th and 14th in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. For those of us down here in Florida, March 27th and 28th, it will be in Orlando. I will not be able to go. I just found this out this morning, actually. I won't be able to go to the one in Wisconsin because my son-in-law is planning, and I don't think anybody on here will ruin it, a surprise birthday party for my daughter who's turning 30 on March 14th. So I will not be in Milwaukee that weekend because he wants to have it at my house. So, which is very sweet of him to do that. So I'll let you talk about career conference and what your plans are, Mom, or what you guys are thinking. I think you all should get on a plane and come to Orlando March 27th.
I'm all for that. I would much rather, and I'm telling you girls right now, I've been to career conference many times in Milwaukee, and I don't know why God just decides to dump a whole bunches of snow every time it's in Milwaukee, and it is hard to get to. Wisconsin roads are real. They do not take care of the Wisconsin roads the way Illinois does.
No, they do not.
We found that out. It was so treacherous the last time. Mm-hmm. So I will go where I need to go, but I want to go with my unit. So we can. It can be very inexpensive.
Orlando flights are usually pretty cheap.
The flights are extremely cheap. It will be there a very short time, but that's where. And I'm telling you, to walk out, to go outside in Orlando, it's so wonderful and beautiful. You're not freezing to death. We're in Milwaukee. I don't know why the company is going further north with that. Bring it down here. Springfield, Illinois. Do something that's further. That's not so. I hate it. I hate it being up there where it's just. It's very. I don't know why. Like I said, God decides to make that weekend a dump of snow and frigid weather, and it's because the roads. So that I want us to go. I want Corey to see it. I want Christy to see it. Some of us oldies need to see it again, but. I would really love it to go to Orlando. It's a lot more fun. A lot less clothes you have to pack.
Yeah, it's a lot easier in Orlando.
Oh my gosh, you step out and you're like, oh, let's just go have some ice.
No, they had Mary Kay leadership there in Orlando. That was one of my favorite ones. It was just easy. I don't know why. Everything was just easy.
Your car, you park right up to the convention center. It's not like parked in a huge tower going up.
Right. Yeah, it was so easy.
Get something, or you want a sweater because they do turn the air up down there. Just go out, you just run out to your car, and we had your truck. I don't know why we had your truck.
No, I didn't have my Traverse at the time, and I guess you couldn't. Oh, well, you had to bring your walker, and I couldn't get it into my Camaro, and so we took Sean's truck.
Oh, anyway, but we could just run out there and get things and go right back in the convention center. It was so easy. It made your whole body feel good just to hit that sun. Just to hit that sun there and get that. You learn more when you're not all uptight and cold and worry about.
Well, and worry about the roads. Like, well, maybe we should get on the road early to get home.
We don't know.
And I can look and see. I think
I would love that.
That's awesome, Wendy. I am so glad. I'll look and see. Maybe you guys know, are there flights out of Rockford? I'm pretty sure there are out of Moline.
Flights out there to Orlando.
Yeah, we just have to look at the dates and see if that matches up. But if you're interested in coming to Orlando on March 27th, 28th, and again, it's a real quick trip. I'll get you guys back and forth the airport. You don't have to worry about that fee. There's all kinds of good hotels, of course, in Orlando, like Comfort Inn, those type of hotels that aren't expensive, and you get breakfast, all that fun stuff. So look at the dates, look at your calendar if you're interested. I think that's the best idea for a career conference. Woohoo! All right, let's talk about Boss Babe. All right, so National Sales Director Karen Riddle put this together, and it is, I want to say it's a 6-week course, and you should have received in your email the Boss Babe Consultant Edition packet right here. It is 26 pages, but don't let that overwhelm you. We're going to go right now and listen to National Sales Director Karen Riddle as she, this is her idea, as she explains this to us, and then we're going to listen to National Sales Director Emeriti Lisa Madsen and her 10-minute class for the season, for the session 1. Okay, so here we go.
Hello and welcome to Boss Babe 2026. I'm National Sales Director Karen Rydell, and I could not be more excited to personally welcome you to this great new series. This year, it's all about it's time. It's time for you to go after that dream that God has placed in your heart and make it happen. It's time. It's your year. And that's what you're going to be learning all about over the next 6 weeks. You're going to be learning from our incredible lineup of Boss Babe National Sales Director speakers like Senior National Sales Director Emeritus Lisa Madsen, Senior National Sales Director Davan Mall, and National Sales Directors Kristen Sharp, Julia Mundy Garner, Lakeisha Chisholm, and Brittany Jenks. Come on, you guys. What an incredible lineup. I cannot wait for you to learn. I've watched every one of their videos and they are so good. So you're going to want to make sure that you first off print out your Boss Babe packet and have it at every week's meeting so that you can capture all of the juicy takeaways, strategies, ideas, mindset that you hear these brilliant teachers share with you. You're going to love learning from them. So don't miss a week. Now, your packet has lots of great information in it and some of the things you can take action on right now before you even jump in to our first week and our first speaker. And so I'm going to ask you to make sure you print out your packet and then take a look through it. It's going to walk you through figuring out what is your it's time goal or dream. Get clear on what that is. And then there's a self-reflection page right after that that walks you through why is now the time for you to do it. And then also what are all the things that will shift and change when you step into making that dream happen. You see, we can't get into action unless we're really clear on why now is the time and everything that will change. So I want you to take that quiet time to really get clear on why right now is your time. Well, there's also a bunch of it's time scriptures that all have to do with timing and obedience and moving into action. You're going to love those scriptures. And I encourage you to take some time studying those scriptures and looking them up, other translations, so you really capture the meaning of what God is saying. Then there's even a page of it's time affirmations. You could pick out a couple that maybe are your favorites that you speak out over your life and your dream and your goal every single day. And this year, I added a new segment because as you start thinking about what it's time to do in your business, I bet you're going to think of some things that it's time to do in every area of your life, like health, finances, your faith, your family. There's going to be so many things that you think of like, I need to start doing that. I need to take action on this. So I took this idea from National Sales Director Jamie Taylor with a big bunch of squares. And I just want you to write in each square some of the things it's time for you to start doing. Some of the things it's time to make happen in this new year. You can post that above your laptop or maybe on your bathroom mirror or tuck it into your date book so that you see that list every single day. And then, yes, it's back, our Kit and Commit Challenge. Wow, we had such a great response when we kicked it off in the fall that we're bringing it back across the entire Mary Kay world, not just in the US, but everywhere. We're inviting you to Kit and Commit and to get that starter kit ready to go and get into action by booking 8 parties to hold 5 in a 2-week time period. Everything will shift and change when you do that. And we have an incredible special celebration Zoom that you'll be invited to when you do one Kit and Commit perfect start. You'll be learning from Senior National Sales Director Pam Shaw and National Sales Director Linda Tupin, both from our Emeriti Nationals. Oh my gosh, you cannot miss that. And there will be super special recognition for you when you do more than one. Oh, so I am challenging you to get into action now. It's time. It's your time. This is your year. So thank you for saying yes to Boss Babe. Again, don't miss a week. You don't want to miss any of these phenomenal teachers and the stories that they will share of their career and when it was time for them to step up and get into action to get that dream happening. I'm so excited that you're a part of this. Happy New Year. Let's go have a great time learning from our Boss Babe teachers and getting into action because it's time.
Okay, here we are. We're back. Okay, so why is it not making this big? Hold on. There we go. Okay. So the packet that she's talking about, that was emailed to you. So go ahead and print it off. And Mom, I'm going to let you, if you don't mind, to read the first page. Do you have yours with you?
I got it right here.
Okay. So I'll let you read that first page while I'm getting our next speaker lined up. Okay.
All right. Okay. You can feel it. Something you know that it's time. You just feel it inside of you. We kind of talked a lot about this last night. This dream has been in your heart for a good while. You've imagined it, prayed over it, talked about it. You even attempted it before. But this time, it just feels different. This is a fresh start. There's a spark rising in you. Hope, confidence, and a quiet strength. You're ready to stretch beyond your comfort zone. Ready to trust God in the unfamiliar places and unfamiliar people. Ready to stop circling the idea and finally get into action. It's hard to put into words, but deep down, you know it's time. You've grown through the setbacks. You've been shaped by the challenges. You're prepared for what's next. You know what to do. Esther stood at a similar crossroads centuries ago. Her incredible story is told in the Bible in the book of Esther. Her moment required boldness, courage, and obedience. She wasn't seeking the spotlight, but she recognized that she was positioned for such a time as this. Her willingness changed everything for her people. And now it's your turn. For such a time as this, your gifts, your confidence, your faith, someone needs what you only can bring. For such a time as this, it's time for you to step out on faith. Boss babe, check. Courage, belief, commitment to my best. Ready to get into action, desire to impact lives. You're ready. It's time to step boldly into this new Boss Babe series. Get ready. 2026 is your year, and it's time to begin.
Love it. I love that story in the Bible. I love everything about Esther. It is, if you ever looking for a good book to study in the Bible about a strong woman, Esther is the book. It is awesome.
And
all right. So
she had a lot of fear. She could have been killed by being so strong. Her life was at stake to make things right for all of her people. And she took her life in her hands and was willing to do it. And here we have people that can't bring paper to a meeting, or they get, they can't do this, so I can't do that. Look at Esther. Use Esther as your model for you.
Absolutely. So the page 3 is going to be what Karen was talking about, where you need to sit down and get in a quiet place and do some reflecting and answer these questions. What did you learn as an entrepreneur or leader in the past year that has grown you? This is for such a time of this assignment. God has placed it on your heart for a reason, and it's time to step up and out of faith and make it happen. What do you know you are calling to pursue right now? And then there's a self-reflection questions. So there's 2 pages for you to take some time and sit. And that also goes along with what Pam Shaw said. If you watch her training, it was so good. The very beginning, she says, go in your phone and you can look at your photos by month. So January, February 2025, go back to last year, and heart 3 of the photos that you took that mean the most to you, and do that for each month. And it will create in your phone a little album for your special moments for 2025. And she's like, those are things that spoke to your heart. So take those, and what can you build on that for 2026? Or what do you want to see differently in those photos for 2026? So both of these trainings go right hand in hand. Then page 5 really explains how to use your workbook. So page 5 explains how to use the workbook. I'm not going to go through it because you guys all have it and you can read it. Page 6 introduces you to your teachers. Okay. And then page 8 has got the It's Time scriptures that she was talking about. And I love the idea to go through different translations of the Bible and read these scriptures, because something might really jump out to you. That's page 8 and 9. And then page 10 are the affirmations. Now, what I would really like, and we're going to do this each week for the next 6 weeks. So I would like some consultants to volunteer to be on screen with us next week and read some of these affirmations, and then share what you're getting ready to learn from Lisa Madsen. Share what you took away from that. So if you could put that in your schedule to carve out that time to be live with us next Tuesday night, 6 Central, 7 Eastern, and be on screen and be a part of the conversation for the Boss Babe, I would really, really appreciate that. Page 11 is your kit and commit that she was talking about, on getting that starter kit dusted out and holding 5 parties in 2 weeks. And you're going to hear more about that. Then page 12 is the tracking sheet for that. So you can get into the class with National Sales Directors Emeriti, Linda Tupin and Pam Shaw. Page 13 is going to have those squares that Karen was just talking to us about putting different areas of your life, finances, spiritual, family, different things that you want to grow in 2026. Okay, now let's get to page 14. That's where you need to be right now as we watch National Sales Director Emeriti, Lisa Madsen. And these are the notes and the questions that you need to fill in for watching her training. So here we go.
Boss babes, this is Senior National Sales Director Emeritus. Wow, still surreal to say. Lisa Madsen is my name. I'm recording this in December, but by the time you hear this, I will officially be retired. And I have to tell you, I never thought this day would really come. I signed up at 26 years old, and now I'm 65 and a half. I grew up in this business, you guys. Mary Kay shaped my entire life. So when I think about this, It's Time series, I smile because I know that those words really mean it's time. It's time to stop waiting. It's time to stop wondering. It's time to stop procrastinating. It's time to take action on the dream in your heart. And my story is proof that the moment you decide it's time, everything changes. When I look back on my journey, one thing stands out. I got into action immediately. On day one, the day I signed my independent beauty consultant agreement, my sales director told me to get 5 bookings. So I got 5 bookings. Then she said, get 8. So I got 8. Then she said, get 12. So I got 12. Then she said, that's awesome. Now get 15. And I remember looking at her like, are you kidding me? I only have 2 sisters and I already made one of them book 2. But here's the truth. Action creates confidence. Action builds courage. Action produces results. And from those 12 bookings, because I learned how to get my bookings from my bookings, I held 102 parties my very first year. Not because I was good. It's because I was consistent. And that consistency gave me confidence. The 5 things I did consistently are, number 1, I booked. Number 2, I coached. Number 3, I sold. Number 4, I rebooked. And number 5, I team built. Every party, every week, every month. It wasn't glamorous. It wasn't complicated. It was simply consistent. In November of 1987, just 1 year after I began my career, I earned the use of my first Mary Kay career car. And then something interesting happened. I stopped recruiting. I didn't have a new goal. And I started thinking. I started analyzing. I didn't want to bother anyone. I didn't fully understand the big picture of what Mary Kay could do for someone else. I was more worried about what people thought of me than what this opportunity could mean for them. My sales director stepped in and said something that changed the entire trajectory of my life. She said, Lisa, you need a new goal. She told me I needed to become a sales director. I had every excuse ready to go. I can't. I'm pregnant. I'm due in March. This was January. It's not good timing. I'm not ready. But she knew. She knew if I didn't get into motion again, I would go backward instead of forward. So I submitted my letter in January to become a sales director. January, February, March. The baby was due in March. Terrible timing? Absolutely. But timing doesn't create success. Action does. And because I worked full circle, booking, coaching, selling, rebooking, and team building. I became a sales director on May 1st. Was it easy? There'd be a no. I had a problematic pregnancy and was on bed rest the last 2 weeks before my son was born. Since I got all my parties from my parties and my bookings from my bookings and my team members from my parties, it really slowed me down. But I didn't give up. My phone worked and so did my mouth. So I called people. I had Kyle on a Saturday and I was back at my Monday night meeting 9 days later with guests. We finished on May 1st. So baby Kyle went to a lot of interviews with me and he helped me to team build because they thought it was pretty cool that I could do this with my baby. Fast forward 10 months. It's January 1989. I remembered something important. The January before, I had 10 parties on my books when I went into DIQ, and I knew that's why I moved so fast. So I told my new unit of 10 months to get 10 parties on their books for the month of January. And to help them do that, I even suggested that they offer a hostess special, 10% off for the entire year of 1989 if she would hold a party and bring some friends. Ladies, it worked. My date book filled. My team's date book filled. And momentum exploded. And because of that explosive January, my brand new unit, only 10 months old, became the number 4 unit in the Ruby seminar. People looking at the Applause magazine were thinking, who is Lisa Madsen? I've never heard of her. That's what happens when you combine urgency, bookings, consistency, and a clear January strategy. Some of you might think, well, I don't want to give away 10% off for the year. Ladies, listen. If she buys $200 from you all year long, that's $20 in free product. If she buys $1,000 all year long, she saves $100 retail. It's not that much. And you can adjust the percentage if you want to, but you need new people. You need to meet new people. So if you get a hostess to hold the party and bring people, that will help you to do that. You get new customers because you offered a discount. You get new bookings because you offered a discount, and you get new team members. And team members equal commissions. Commissions equal growth, and growth equals choices. You can even do it if you want 15% off for the first 15 days of January and 10% off for the last 16 days. Create the urgency. Create the urgency. Kit and commit. Some of you have heard this. Booking 8 parties in a 2-week period. This kit and commit challenge ties beautifully into the strategy of what I'm talking about right now. Some of the national sales directors were at a national sales director meeting, and I want to just shout out to Kim McClure, Heidi Gelzer, Kristen Sharp, Brittany Jenks, and Julia Monday Garner. They are the ones that came up with Kit and Commit. Consultants were booking 8 parties in a 2-week period to hold by December 15th. It's really the old perfect start that Mary Kay Ash taught us. What's old is new. So I'm challenging you to book a minimum of 8 parties in a 2-week period. And if you want explosive growth, go ahead and book 10 or even 12. But don't just write the goal. Put a highlighter block around the specific times in your calendar that you can hold the parties. Create the space and then fill the space. And when those parties hold early in the month, rebook for the second half of January. You will amaze yourself. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Let's talk about fear. I had fear every step of the way. Fear of getting the first 5 bookings. Fear of asking the bookings from bookings. Fear of doing my first parties. Fear of becoming a sales director while pregnant. Fear of stretching into every new level that I achieved on the career path.
But here's what I learned. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward, even with the fear. If I had waited to feel brave, I would still be sitting there with my unopened inventory covered in hives, because that's what happened when my inventory arrived when I was a brand new consultant. I would have been sitting there wondering if I could succeed. You build courage by doing the things you're afraid of. This is your it's time moment. If I could go from a nervous, insecure 26-year-old hoping to make $70 a week to lead a world-class national area, to retiring with over 17 millions in commissions throughout my 39-year journey, then what's possible for you? Your miracle year doesn't start with certainty. It starts with a decision. It's time. It's time to believe. It's time to move. It's time to say yes. It's time to go for it. It's time to book the parties. It's time to take the action. It's time to step into the dream God placed in your heart. You are one decision away from a completely different year, and maybe even a completely different life. Don't wait for courage. Don't wait for perfect. Just decide, because God already equipped you. Now it's time to move. It's time. May God bless you. May God bless every effort you make. And may He multiply your courage, your joy, and your results. Dream big, work hard, and enjoy every moment of your journey, because 2026, it's your time. Thank you.
All right. So are we ready to kit and commit and book those 8 parties to hold in 2 weeks? You book 8 that hopefully that 5 will hold, but maybe all 8 will, to hold in those 2 weeks. And that is the kit and commit. She gave you a great hostess plan to go with that, to offer the hostess 10% off for the year for bringing 2 friends. I think that's really smart, especially when you're a new consultant. It's not a lot out of your pocket when you're first starting up your business. Did anybody else have takeaways that they would like to either put in the comments, or Mom, you have one you'd like to share?
Well, I liked all of her aspects of action. I didn't catch them all, but I got 2 of them. The action creates courage. And that's what we're talking about last night, because lack of action creates that doldrum of I can't do it. It reinforces not doing it over and over and over, creates that I can't do it attitude, where action gives you courage, and action creates success. And not be afraid. Just go ahead and do it. These people, especially if they don't know if you're doing it right or wrong. You already know more than they do. So you just put that, you do it the best you have and make it happen. Because, I have a little thing here. It says, and I've used this for years in teaching, the most engaging activity you have to do today is making a choice, learn to run to your dreams. And always learning to run to your dreams, take action towards your dreams. That's your one choice every morning you have to get up, to run there and to make a choice to do it.
Absolutely. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. You can go back and rewatch this video. I will try to just get the video itself to post. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't, in our unit groups. But please take the time to go through this packet, print it out, go through it. It gives you step by step on how to kick yourself off for 2026 and having the best year in your business, and having that spill into all the other areas of your lives, finances and family, and take the time to go through that. I think, Wendy, I saw you already created the image of doing the 10% off. I thought I saw that in your customer group. That's fantastic. If you wouldn't mind sharing that in our unit groups, everyone can make their own. Don't reach out to Wendy to make it for you. You guys can all go on PicCollage and make your own image. If you don't know how to do it, find someone to teach you or go to YouTube. And I thought that was a really smart way of doing Hostess Credit. All right, everyone, let me know who will join us next week live with us. And let's get our hostesses plugged in for Kit and Commit, and get our virtual ladies on Thursday night for our New Year's resolutions. Have a great night, everyone.
Good night.